The air was frigid, biting with a winter's chill. It was a cold night, February 9, 2004, a date etched in the minds of many, a day that began like any other, but would soon descend into enigma. It was on this night that Maura Murray vanished on a lonely, desolate road in Haverhill, New Hampshire. A road shrouded in darkness and mystery. One moment she was a promising bright-eyed student nurse standing beside her seemingly minor crashed car. The next she was simply gone, vanished, without a trace. The story began with what appeared to be a simple, unfortunate car accident, a slip on the icy road. But the narrative quickly spiraled into something far more complex, evolving into one of America's most haunting and perplexing mysteries. Maura, just 21 years old, full of life and potential, had recently transferred from the rigorous environment of West Point to the more open atmosphere of UMass Amherst. In the days and hours before she disappeared, a series of strange events unfolded. She lied about a family death, a fabrication that added another layer of intrigue, packed her car meticulously with belongings, as if preparing for a long journey, and withdrew nearly all her money from her bank account. She bought alcohol, packed textbooks, a strange combination for what was to come, and, in essence, seemed to be meticulously preparing for a secret escape, a departure shrouded in mystery. Her journey, whatever its intended destination, ended abruptly and unexpectedly on Route 112. Her car spun out of control on the icy road and became firmly stuck in a snowbank. A local resident passing by stopped to offer help and assistance, but Maura, acting strangely, insisted she'd already called for assistance, a call that phone records would later confirm never happened. Minutes later, when police arrived at the scene, they found her car locked and seemingly abandoned, and Maura was nowhere to be found. No footprints in the fresh snow surrounding the vehicle, no signs of any struggle or disturbance, just her untouched personal possessions remaining inside the vehicle, as if she had simply vanished. It was as if she'd stepped out of her life, out of reality, and into thin air, leaving behind only questions. The only sounds left were the mournful whisper of the wind through the trees, and the haunting questions that would echo through the years to come. The dark night swallowed her whole, and with her disappearance, the mystery truly began to unfold. What really happened to Maura Murray on that cold, dark, and fateful road? The search for answers, for the truth behind her vanishing, had only just begun, and continues to this day. To truly understand the enigma of Maura's disappearance, a case that has baffled investigators and armchair detectives alike, we have to meticulously retrace her final days, examining each moment, each decision, each interaction that led her to that fateful night. On February 5th, just days before her disappearance, a seemingly normal phone call with her sister gave no indication of the turmoil brewing beneath the surface. But later that night, as darkness enveloped the campus, Maura suffered an unexplained and deeply unsettling breakdown at work, a moment that hints at a hidden struggle. Her father, sensing something amiss, visited that weekend. They engaged in everyday activities like shopping for cars and sharing a comforting dinner, moments that now carry a heavy weight of what was to come. Saturday night, under the cloak of darkness, Maura borrowed her father's car, a seemingly innocuous act, only to crash it after attending a party, an incident that would further complicate her already fragile state. Her father, ever the supportive figure, reassured her, offering comfort and understanding. But the accident, no matter how minor, only added to the mounting stress that seemed to be consuming her. Then came February 9th, the day everything changed. Maura emailed her professors, crafting a carefully worded message, and even her boyfriend, attempting to maintain a facade of normalcy, claiming a family death, a fabrication that would later fuel speculation and raise countless questions. She meticulously packed her dorm room as if preparing for a long journey, withdrew nearly all her money from the ATM, severing her financial ties, and made a purchase of alcohol, further deepening the mystery surrounding her intentions. She obsessively searched for directions to Vermont, a destination that remains shrouded in speculation, and the Berkshires, hinting at a possible escape or a planned retreat into the wilderness. At precisely 4:37 p.m., a seemingly insignificant moment in time, she checked her voicemail for the last time, unknowingly severing her final connection to the world she knew. By 7:27 p.m., as dusk began to settle, her car was discovered crashed on Route 112, a scene that would become synonymous with her disappearance. A school bus driver, Butch Atwood, had a brief conversation with her, a fleeting encounter that would forever link him to the mystery. He was, tragically, the last known person to see her alive, a weight he carried until his own passing. Police arrived within minutes, responding to the accident, but Maura, against all odds, had already vanished into the cold night. In less than 20 minutes, a seemingly impossible time frame, she disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a void that continues to haunt those who seek answers. No one saw her leave the scene, no witnesses emerged to offer a glimpse of her next steps, and her phone went silent, cutting off any potential lifeline to the outside world. The timeline is incredibly tight, leaving little room for error or elaborate planning, the window of opportunity impossibly small, making her disappearance all the more perplexing. The mystery only deepened with each passing day, with every unanswered question adding another layer of complexity to this enduring enigma. The crash site was eerily quiet. Maura's Saturn locked, airbags deployed, her belongings inside. She'd refused help, claiming she'd called for assistance, but no such call was made. Her cell phone and car keys were missing, her wallet and backpack remained. A rag stuffed in the tailpipe puzzled investigators. Was it a trick to fake car trouble or something more sinister? Police dogs lost her scent just 100 feet from the car, suggesting she may have left in another vehicle. The woods were searched, but no trace of Maura was found. No footprints, no struggle, no evidence. The scene felt staged, as if the final act had played out off-stage. Maura had vanished at the edge of the world. In Maura's absence, theories multiplied. Some believed she ran away, overwhelmed by personal troubles and seeking a new life. Her family, especially her father, insisted she was a victim of foul play, perhaps abducted by a stranger on that remote road. Others thought she wandered into the woods, succumbing to the cold, though searches found nothing. Fringe theories emerged: a tandem driver, a hit and run, a planned escape. Each theory tried to fill the void, but none could explain her total disappearance. The forest kept its secrets, and the case became a story of whispers and speculation. With no evidence, all that remained were questions. The silence around Maura's fate fueled endless speculation. The leading theory? She met with foul play, abducted by someone who saw an opportunity. Others believe she orchestrated her own disappearance, escaping her troubles for a new life. Maybe even in Canada. Some think she died in the wilderness, lost and exposed to the elements. The White Mountains are vast, it's possible her remains are still hidden. More complex theories, tandem drivers, connections to other cases, have surfaced online. Each theory is an attempt to find meaning in the unknown, but the truth remains elusive, built from shadows and silence. Decades later, Maura Murray's case remains unsolved, a chilling testament to the mysteries that can swallow a person whole. It's a signature mystery of the digital age, captivating the attention of internet users and armchair detectives alike. Online sleuths, driven by a desire for answers, podcasts, true crime communities, and documentaries keep her story alive, ensuring that Maura is never forgotten. The case endures because of its haunting details, the strange circumstances that surround her disappearance. A young woman at a crossroads, a vanishing in minutes, leaving behind only questions and speculation. A puzzle with no solution, a frustrating lack of closure. Every clue leads to more questions, deepening the mystery and complicating the search for truth. Why the packed bags? What was her intention? The false story? Was she running from something or towards something? The rag in the tailpipe? A desperate attempt to fix a broken car? Or something more sinister? For her family, especially her father, the pain of not knowing is a constant burden. The search never ends, fueled by hope and a relentless determination to find answers. It's a tragedy suspended in time, a wound that refuses to heal, a reminder of how easily someone can disappear, leaving behind a void that can never be truly filled. Sometimes there are no answers, only darkness, a vast and unknowable abyss. Until new evidence emerges, Maura's fate remains an enigma, shrouded in mystery and speculation. She is forever 21, a vibrant young woman frozen in time, last seen on a dark road, a chilling image that continues to haunt. Her story, a haunting question mark, etched into the collective consciousness. And we are left to wonder and to wait, hoping that one day, the truth will finally come to light.